Okay, now I would like to أنا اتعمدت إني أظهر هذا. I would like to show you what is the elevation of my ground surface through this alignment. So, because according to this, I would do some modifications in order to create my vertical alignment design. Because in the design I have a horizontal alignment, okay, which is the horizontal path of the road, and I have a vertical alignment from which I will talk about the elevation, how the vertical curves would be. So I will go to profile, create a surface profile, okay. In my surfaces, I have only one surface called North Medina, okay. This is my surface. This surface, I will add it here. Okay, so I'm going here for my center line from the 0 to 13 kilometer 93 meters point 36. This is the third ring road. This is the alignments. If you have a lot of alignments, they will appear here. Okay, if you have a lot of surfaces, they will appear also here. So in my case, I have this road and this surface. So I will add this surface. Okay, I will add it. It will appear here. Okay, everything is okay. And don't do okay. If you do okay, you'll be you are supposed to draw. Let's do it in one step. So don't do okay. Go do draw in a profile view. Okay. So you have this interface that should appear. I have a third ring here. Let's irritate the name and etc. No problem. There are a lot of details in the profile view. We can customize this, but we can do it. We can do this later. It's not a problem. Let's do it simply in the simple way now. So we do next. Here also next. Next. This is my section. I would create a profile. Next. And at the end, here you can, I will specify the elevations, but I can add other things uh, in the bands, and I will show you later on how to add different bands for the same profile. So next, and okay, we let's take the default. So create the profile, and when you create the profile, I will go and do it here or here, no problem. But I would do it here, for example, for me, just to understand that this vertical alignment, this elevation, it's not so visible here because it is hidden in the it is hidden behind these lines. We will decrease it, but if you zoom, you can see that you have edited. This is the third. This is the profile of the third tree. We have a lot of vertical and horizontal lines. We can decrease the number. Here also you have the station, and you have the different elevation for your road with 2 digits or with 3 digits. We can keep the digits. This is the station. This is the elevation of the surface at this zone, and the elevation is given by this curve. I can go this curve, this red curve. This red curve will be adjusted. Hmm? I can change in my stations here. Just go do a simple click, right click, edit profile view style, and the tiles. Maybe I can go. I can show you this with a zoom out. It would be better. So I do a simple click, right? Edit profile view style, and for the horizontal axis, instead of taking measure intervals of measure of 20, I will take 100, for example, and in the minor, maybe I can take 25, We can play on the size, but since you do this and you do apply, the number is reduced of the grid lines. Uh, we can also do this for the vertical lines. Instead of 2 meters, I can take every 20 meters or 20 meters, okay? And for the minor ticks, I can take 10 meters, or maybe I can keep 1 meter, no problem. Okay, okay. So I have a certain reduction in the number. I can go also. This is what I did now. I have a spacement here between the station 400, 4 kilometers, 500 meters, 4 kilometers, 600 meters, 700. I can reduce this. I would like to reduce. I reduced the station. I would like to reduce the grid here. I can go to the style. So for horizontal, I can put only 100 like this. Okay. So these are my stations. Or can I put 50 maybe? Or let's keep it 100 for the moment. And later on, we will adjust this. Okay. This is my alignment. Here also, I can reduce the grids for the vertical lines. Will go 20 meters. Here I put 10, for example. Okay, just to remove, or maybe 5 meters every 5 meters by yeah. So this is my curve. Okay, this is my elevation. When I move all along this station, for example, in this station 980 meters, if I go here 980 meters, 980 somewhere here. Okay, I can find my elevation by projection, by projecting by finding my elevation on the grid. As you see, if you want to design a road, in this case, all this zone is good, but you have a problem here because you have a certain mountain. Here you have a problem. Maybe, I don't know. This is a problem of design. You can move um, your points, design points. You can move your design, for example, from here to here. Okay, let me do it. Maybe like this better, or maybe wait. I can move all this here, for example, and instead of yeah, I move it everything. You can go back. The idea is to avoid maybe this zone, but this is another issue. After, when you, let's suppose that we are able to cut all this, which is a big task. Okay, but I think we can modify the starting point, or modify the shape of the curve to avoid cutting a lot of volume. But for the rest of this, it is simple to draw, because in this case I would cut all this and create a curve like this. But this is a very big volume, by the way. Anyway, now I have, this is my vertical alignment, or vertical profile of my land surface, and I will cut and cover along this to create my road. I have maybe some modifications to do. I have to change the size of the letters here because it is very small. I will increase the size of the label. Okay. It is edit profile style. I can modify other things also. I can go, these are the layers involved. I can modify also this. For the annotation, uh, this is for the tile annotation. This is for I can enlarge the title. Okay, the title here is small. I can enlarge the title. I can change the color just by going here, right click, edit profile, view style. Here you have the title. I can enlarge it to 25, for example, and you have something bigger. I can put it to 50. Hmm. Okay. This is the style. I can go instead of choosing this style. I can modify here. Uh, this is my. You have to select all this and go to format instead of using the format simplex. I can choose Arial. Oh, and for the color, I can use magenta, for example. Hmm? And it is up to you to change this. Now, the title is changed. I can enlarge this to become, to obtain something bigger. Can move, also create a certain shift. Okay, I can put here 100. And like this, I obtain a bigger text. Okay, this is the third ring profile. What else? I can also keep only uh, my. I can enlarge also the size of the stations here and the and the in the vertical axis. Okay, and by the way, here the axis here is given in normally. Um, there is no aspect ratio between the horizontal and vertical. يعني مثلا المسافة من هنا from here 560 meters, and here you have uh, uh, 800 meter and 40. But if you look horizontally, okay, you have every step 100. يعني 1000 is all this length. Okay, we would like to change a little bit in the size of this element in the of the elevations and the size of the stations. Okay, here and even in the what we call bands. Okay, we can change the size of these bands, and here we will put anything we want. Okay, so first of all, before changing this, let's simplify this figure by doing the following. Right click, view profile property, and I will go to profiles, bands, not this one, sorry. I go to profile style, and the profile style in the grid, I can choose to clip the vertical grid. So if I apply this, okay, so I'm deleting all the lines over the height of my surface. If I do the same for the vertical, I obtain this. So this is my surface profile. This is like this. It will be later on. It will be very easy to draw my road, road vertical alignment. These ticks I can simplify. Also these ticks, I'm starting from zero. Okay, so I'll ask him to start from zero to eliminate all this, because this is my starting point here. Okay, and here also I have my road and at the station 1300 and 13,100. So I can do edit profile property stations. I start from zero. I would like to start from zero here. Okay, zero. Okay, to 1300 and 13,010. Apply. Okay, so like this, I'm starting from zero here. I can at least tell him to start maybe 10 meters before or something like this. I can do it like this, 10 meters before. And here I can put also 10 meters. So like this, I obtain something nice to see. Okay, this is my first station, and the figure will be something nice. Same thing from this side. I can see at finishing here. These elevations, I can delete them. I don't need them, but we will talk about this later. Let's try to enlarge the size of this text here. So I would go to, I select my alignment, go to profile style, and in the annotation, in the vertical axis annotation, instead of taking 3.5 millimeters, I will take 10, for example, okay, or maybe 15 millimeters. Just to obtain something visible, I can create an offset of -10. Like this, I obtain something nice. This is my vertical alignment now. It is, I think it is better. For the horizontal alignment stations, I can take, I can do something like this, I think. It is better for the horizontal to, for the major, I can take, for example, 15. Okay, term of size. Can change this profile style. This is for the major, for the minor. Okay, 15. Okay, let's try this. And there also 15. So, okay, can go also. I don't know why there is no change here, but I can go to my profile. In my profile, okay, this is the bands. I can double click here, go and create my own profile. I will call it elevations and station CE364, and I will try to modify this to be so for the major stations. I can change the size of the labels, maybe from this zone. Where is my text? If I enlarge this to 10, let's try to do this and see the change. Okay, okay, so now it is okay. I have changed the size, and I can go and maybe I can keep the major stations every okay, instead of 100 I can put this every 500 okay. Now this is the text, this is not the thing I want to change. Would like this is the text, I can keep it as it is. I'd like to change the stations. I think the stations should be changed from the from the zone, from the bands, and I can take here a major station of can take a gap, a major station here. Can I change this? We are using this one, edit. Okay, these are the major stations. Can go. So this is the text height. If I have to shade to do any shift, I can do it. Drag state. Okay. Display. Okay. Okay. Let's keep this as it is. And I would like to maybe go and change. Is it the change the not the band, the stations? I can change in the style, vertical axis. 15. Can I change this here? 500. Is it okay? So if you do this, it will be better. Okay. Here, the number of the stations or the stations are spaced every 500 meters. Maybe in in terms of visibility, I think it is better. So this is the first step. I can also enlarge more these videos because I have more spacement. So I will go to band style and the measure in the measure station. I will go to compose and enlarge more, maybe the text height to 20. This is, okay. So now, yeah, I think it is okay. If you look here into maybe in the profile style, you can see here, for example, that we have an exaggeration of 10. Okay. يعني يتم تكبير الvertical axis. The vertical axis is enlarged 10 times than the horizontal. يعني if you have 1 kilometer here, it should be 10 times in terms of length here because we need to see the details in terms of vertical elevation of the road center line surface or the land traveled by the road center line. Okay, so we arrive at this step, and the next step we would like to design our road. Okay, that it will be the next step of my exercise.